A lady came in not long ago. She had her handkerchief up like this. She was holding my coat. I thought she was weeping. I took her overhand. There a big cancer began hitting. Turning it, makes a funny kind of... And I held her hand. I said, "Sister, do you know you got cancer?" And she dropped her handkerchief down, and her nose was eaten off. And she said, "Yes, sir. I've been being treated at Memphis, Tennessee." Said, "For a long time, my doctor gave me up a young lady, about 38, 40 years old, maybe just a little older." And I said, "Well, you believe?" And she said, "Reverend Branham, she herself was a Baptist." And she said, "Ever since I've heard of your meeting," she said, "I've always said, if I could just attract your attention to get you to know that I want you to ask God for me to be healed, I'd get well." And I said, "Bless your heart, sister. God will surely reward you for that." About 2 or 3 months after that, here come a young fellow run up to the building. He said, "Brother Branham," asked me if I knew this lady he had by his arm, and I said, "No, I don't believe I do." It was his young mother, and she wasn't only healed, she had a nose. And she said it quit hurting that very night, and said that one morning when she got up and looked, she had a cloth over it, in the mirror, while her children was excited and everything, a flesh was growing back. And she didn't only have a healed nose, but another nose that growed out to where that had been eaten. And she went to testify to her doctor. Now listen to this. She went to testify and said, "Don't you remember me?" Said, "Yes." Said, "What's happened?" Said, "Well, I changed doctors." He said, "Well, who are you doctoring with now?" And said, "I'm doctoring with Dr. Jesus."